What if I told you that the processed foods you eat every day are doing more than harming your waistline? That they're creating the perfect environment for parasites, mold, and yeast to take over, invading your body and even influencing your thoughts. Add electromagnetic frequencies from your devices, and you got a perfect recipe for chaos. By the end of this episode, I'll let you know exactly how to take back control of your health, your mind, and your reality. Let's break it open. Welcome to Breaking Reality. I'm Stevie Floyd. Today we're exposing a hidden war happening inside your body. From parasites, mold, and yeast to harmful food additives banned in other countries, and even how electromagnetic frequencies interact with these invaders. It's all connected. And here's the best part. I'm not just going to tell you what's wrong. I'm going to share actionable steps so you can protect your body, strengthen your mind, and reclaim your reality. And your health too. So make sure you stick around to the end for all the tips. You're not going to want to miss it. Let's dive in. Let's start with what's on your plate. Did you know that many food additives in the United States are banned in other countries? And it's not because we're more tolerant. It's because they're more harmful. Let me just give you a few examples. First, you have potassium bromate, used in bread to improve texture, but banned in the EU and Canada because it's linked to cancer. We have a lot of bread products on our shelves. So next time you get one, take a look at the label. Does it have potassium bromate? Then you have red dye number 3, found in candy and baked goods, linked to hyperactivity in kids and cancer in animals. The EU said no thanks to this one, so it's banned in Europe. BHA and BTH. These are preservatives in chips, cereal, your meat, bacon, that kind of thing. It's banned in Japan, calling them carcinogens. So it also causes cancer. And then you have azotocarbonamide. I think that's how you say it. I'm probably botching it a little bit. But anyway, that one is called the yoga mat chemical. Why do you think they call it the yoga mat chemical? I don't want to know. But it's used in bread and bread products. It's banned in Australia and the EU, but not the United States. So these aren't just chemicals. They are literally weapons against your gut. And your gut is where 70% of your immune system lives. And that is directly connected to your brain. So if your gut is out of whack, your thoughts and emotions might be too. Okay, so here's the part that nobody wants to talk about. Parasites, mold, and yeast. Most people think they're rare, but the truth, they are everywhere, and they live inside of us. Let me break this down for you a little bit. First, we're going to start with roundworms. These affect over 800 million people and cause malnutrition and intestinal blockages. Then you have Toxoplasma gondii. That is found in 60 million Americans, and it's linked to schizophrenia and risky behavior. I'm going to just pause there for a second. So this Toxoplasma gondii is found in 60 million Americans. I would imagine that's a conservative number, linked to schizophrenia and risky behavior. Now you can realize why there's so many crazy people. Now let's talk about some molds. We have Aspergillus. I think Aspergillus. It's a respiratory threat, especially with those with a weak immune systems. Then you have black mold. This is found in 50% of homes, and it is linked to chronic fatigue and neurological issues. So we have black mold, 50% of homes creating neurological issues and chronic fatigue, which makes people crazy anyway. So it's kind of crazy. Then we have yeasts. We have Candida albicans, which is a common yeast infection, and that can cause brain fog and mood swings. And then we have Malassezia, dandruff. And that affects the skin and causes dermatitis. So there you go. Anyway, here's the thing. These things aren't just like living inside you and on you and that kind of thing, but they are actually influencing you. Do you crave sugar? Do you crave bread? Well, those might be parasites or yeast or mold. They might be the things creating those cravings. They have to eat and they thrive on junk food. They thrive on sugar and carbs and all that crap. So it's very likely these parasites are calling you to those foods and makes you have those cravings for the junk food. Now let's just add a whole nother layer to the kit and caboodle, and that's EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies. Those are all the invisible waves that come from your phone, your Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth, and they don't just mess with you, okay? They may actually be interacting with these parasites, molds, and yeast in your body, making their effects even worse. So EMFs can disrupt calcium channels. This causes oxidative stress and inflammation. And some studies suggest that parasites and molds might react to these EMFs, amplifying their growth and then the impact on your body. So if you got a lot of this stuff swimming around in you, and then you're all hyped up because you got all these EMFs going and making crazy on your brain, well, then you have these things making it even worse. So, granted, the research on this is extremely limited. I doubt you're going to find any peer reviews, but the connections are way too concerning to ignore. So it's like living in a giant invisible web designed to keep you weak and keep you sick. Now, let's talk about the food pyramid. It has been the gold standard for nutrition for decades. But is it really? When it recommends 6 to 11 servings of grains a day, I have to ask, who is this helping? High-carb diets spike blood sugar, feeding harmful organisms like parasites, mold, and yeast. And these processed grains are treated with pesticides. Those disrupt your gut microbiome. Your brain is made up of mostly fat, and yet we are told not to consume it. I'm not giving you nutritional advice. I'm just saying that this ain't working. Not at all. So is the food pyramid a guide to health or a map to illness? Either way, it is time to rethink what we've been taught. All right. And how do we take back our health? This is not just about fear. This is about action. This is about empowerment. This is about knowledge. Knowledge is power. And what is more important than your mind and your body? I can't think of anything. So let's talk about how you can protect yourself and your family. So number one, protect your gut. Eat whole organic foods. Avoid processed junk. It just creates a perfect environment for these things. It's going to make you feel like crap, and it does not support the good, positive microbiome in your gut, keeping you healthy. Also, add anti-parasitic foods in your diet, like garlic, pumpkin seeds, turmeric, oregano oil, or just oregano, period. Number two, detox. There are a lot of natural cleanses for parasites and molds. Use supplements like magnesium, milk thistle to support your liver. Go on Amazon or go to Whole Foods or go to any of these places where you may find supplements, and you're very likely you're going to find lots of choices for parasite cleanse and mold cleanses. Get this stuff out of your system. Number three, limit your EMFs. Turn off your devices at night. And if you don't want to turn them off, just keep them far away, okay? At least 3 to 4 feet. Number four, rethink your diet. It's good to focus on vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Skip the sugar, skip the grains. That's it. Number five, Your mindset. Question everything, my friends. So take breaks from the screens and reconnect with yourself. Do some meditating, do some breathing, do some funky ecstatic dancing. Move around, spend some time with yourself, get to know who you are. All these things that we do when we take time to reclaim our energy, we feel better. So we covered a lot, and this is so important for me because I believe everybody needs to understand these things. And the more we are able to pass this type of knowledge around, people will start to think to themselves, what is it that's influencing my mind that makes me act the way I do? There seems to be so much craziness on this earth. Humans are crazy. We're just nutty creatures, man. Look at everything that we do. It's a crazy world. Our minds are crazy. So if you're not taking the time to understand what else could be influencing your mind, right? If your gut does not work, your body is not able to receive the nutrients properly in order to feed your brain so it works properly. Anyway, we covered a lot. Food additives, parasites, molds, EMFs, and the lies that we've been fed about nutrition and the food pyramid. The bottom line is you have the power to take back your health, your mind, and reality. The key is to make small changes, stay curious, and always keep breaking reality. So if this episode resonates with you at all, please like, share, and subscribe, and we're going to all wake up together. That's what this is all about. Let's spread the love and spread the goodness, and I'll see you real soon. Love you all, my friends. Stay real.